Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome on in. I hope you are doing so freaking well. We're by a garbage can, as one is. But welcome on in to some American Truck Sim. My name's Keeper, and I will be your questionable driver for the day. As we know, it ain't great. It's fine. It's fine. We're going from Barstow to Elko, and we've got a bit of a longer trip. Typically, I've been doing the like 8-ish hour trips, but I really want to get some new places, and I think we should get oh wait, oh no, that's the horn. I set up some buttons. Okay, there we go. I did set those up for my blinkers and whatnot the other day. Anyways, or indicator, signal, depending where you are. I think it could be different things. I always grew up with it as a blinker. But anyways, we have waste paper, and it's a bit of a longer trip. It's like 12 hours. But this was like, one, it wasn't a multiple trailer truck, which you know how I feel about those. That's not great. And two, we should hit Mojave. Freaking hope we hit it. But how are you guys doing? I hope you're doing great. Fun fact, I have not recorded a video since the last time Franklin and I, is that a cop? Oh, it totally is. Since the last time Franklin and I were driving, which at this point I would say was like 2 to 3 weeks ago. And that is not typical for me. I normally record every single if we stop here, can we go without getting a ticket is my question, because I'm gonna try it. I normally record at least once a week, typically on Tuesday. Every once in a while, like, I'll skip a day because like I have a lot of backlog stuff, or the vibes just ain't immaculate. And let me tell you, the vibes have not been immaculate. I guess this is week 3-ish, 2.5-ish since I recorded anything last. 2 weeks ago, I was just like, oh my god, I'm so tired. We're so busy. I simply cannot. I don't want to. And I was like, it's fine. Like, I've got a decent backlog. Because I always work in protections, typically. And so I'm a little stressed because I have used all my protections. I don't have any besides American Truck Sim. And like a few demos here and there. Okay, I probably have like a dozen demos. But like I don't have any. Can we make the photo trophy thing go away if I do this? Nope. Anyways, I normally just don't. I normally at least have like 1 game playthrough, 2+ videos held, so that if I get in a pinch, if we're busy, whatnot, I can post that. Well, thankfully, I did in fact have Find Sort Match, which was a Switch game I played, which very little to the left vibes, but not as satisfying as little to the left, but like still enjoyable, but just didn't quite hit it like a little to the left did. I know the people who made a little to the left did a bunch of DLC, and they're like, we're no longer going to have anything for this game. I would love to see them make a little to the right or a scooch to the right, like. Please give me more games like that, because I love them so much. Anyways, seeking that. The playthrough was a little scuffed, which is why I didn't post it immediately. And the main reason it was scuffed was because I had bought like 4 of the DLC packs, and I didn't realize that those just played all the way through. So I thought I was like done, or I thought I still had the DLC to play through when I finished the game. But anyways. I had that, which was really, really lucky because I had nothing besides that to go up on this last Thursday. Today is Saturday. And so Tuesday, I was like, I need to record. I got 3 great games that I got the keys for that I'm really excited to play through. Frog on it. It was probably I think it was like the 2nd or 3rd demo that I played through on this channel when I first started posting curated content regularly. Do we hit the cop? We gotta make a decision on that. And so it's so cool, like full circle, the game is out, and the dev kindly sent me the game. So like that's really cool, and I really want to play that because also like not only does it have like that fun history, but also frogs. I also just got the key for Fishbowl, which is I've played the demo on this channel too, and I believe it was like made during like COVID time, so like, you know, you're kind of isolated and stuff like that, and like connecting with people through online ways. And I played the demo and I enjoyed that. I'm gonna hit him. Unless he turns off now, he's sealed his fate. Perfect. Only a $900 ticket. And I can't remember what the other one is off the top of my head. Oh, Little Nemo and the Guardians of Slumberland, which is a game that I just recently played the demo for, and it was so cute. It's a platforming Metroidvania 2D art style, super adorable, and it's really interesting the way that the difficulty in the game levels up is the better you do, and the less you get hit, the harder the enemies are. So like I never want to do that rank up system. I just want to like just not. But I'm really excited to play the game because I played the demo. I was like, wow, that's fantastic. And I said, hey, look, I played your demo. Here's the video of me playing it, and then they sent me a key. So those 3 are all games that I've got keys for, which I'm really excited to play. However, anytime recently that I've gone to record anything, I can't. We're in ATS for therapy right now because I was like, maybe, just maybe, pardon me, maybe ATS will solve everything because I love ATS. And the thing about ATS is it's consistent. It's always going to be the same thing. I'm going to drive a truck. I'm going to crash it, and I'm going to wreck everything inside of it. Or I won't. And like I have a hard time with like shows and stuff. If I'm like playing a new show or watching a new show for the first time, I have a really hard time with that sometimes. And I'll be like, ooh, I could watch this new show that I think is going to be really interesting, or I could just watch something I've seen 40 times. I think it's probably something to do with that very probable but not diagnosed ADHD, or the rhythmtism, also undiagnosed, peer reviewed. But I think that's part of what it is. I think part of it is, oh my god, I don't know how this ends, etc., etc., etc. So I think that's part of it. But I also think part of it is I've just placed like this weird expectation on myself. I'm not even on the gas right now, by the way. And I cannot bring myself to mount to that pressure that I put on myself. So that's fun. So last week, didn't record at all. I don't think I did the week before either. And then this week on Tuesday, I'm like, okay, I gotta record. I got ready. I came into the room. Azurite had the littles. We were all good. I sat here for over an hour with the game up. Actually, I think I only sat here with the game up for like half an hour. But I sat here for a very lengthy amount of time with the game up, with OBS up, with my headphones on, with no music or anything playing. Oh my god, why would you do that? Especially with things merging, buddy. I thought they were going to be my problem. And I couldn't, and I cried a lot. And I was so anxious, and I played a lot of solitaire. Guys, I have a new addiction. I was watching Netflix on my phone recently-ish, I would say like probably a month ago now, and it said, why don't you try solitaire? And I said, oh, I love solitaire. And now I just play far too much solitaire. But new skill acquired where I was crying and trying to see solitaire through my like blurry eyes, because I just needed something to do, because I was feeling like real crappy. And I sat here for a very long time, and then finally I messaged Azurite. Like, I knew that you're not a speed trap, are you? Good. I knew that he knew I wasn't recording because he's like 20 feet from me on the other side of the door. So I knew he knew I wasn't recording, but I don't think he realized the gravity of the situation, and how much of a hard time I was having. And so he finally came in. He's like, what can I do to help you? I'm like, beats me. I don't know what I can do to help me. And so eventually got me on my chair because I was like, I can't leave the chair. I got to record. I got to put my nose though. 1 second. Oh God. Oh God. 1 second. We're gonna see if we can do this without everybody dying, everybody being me. Okay, we don't need to make any lane changes or anything. Okay, this car might die. Okay, let's get past this car. Okay. I have a feeling, is this Vegas? Anyway, oh, Reno. Okay, gotcha. Finally coaxed me out of the chair because I was just like sitting here playing with a fidget, which I'm obsessed with. I 3D printed. I love it. And like finally got out of there, and he's like, I'm like, I don't know, I got nothing. So then I think we watched some Grays, ate some food, went to sleep. I decided pretty much. So today is Saturday, and on Monday of this week, I said, hey guys, just a heads up, I'm feeling very burnt out, and just having a hard time. Ugh, gross emotions. And so I was like, I'm probably gonna take next week off of stream, just so you guys know. Like, I just need a break. I'm so tired. Which I feel, because here's the thing. I'm still, besides the last couple weeks, I've still been going basically at full bore as to what I was doing when I was still in Canada, when I was living by myself, essentially, when I didn't have a family to be taking care of and stuff. And so, well, that could have been bad. And I need to go this way. And so, I was just seeing where that guy was going because I gotta go that way. And obviously there's new responsibilities and things that I'm, oh god. Oh no, we're fine. We are going towards Vegas, maybe. Oh no, we're not. Vegas is that way. Never mind. Anyways, and so it's just like, you know, like the whole cliche, like burning the candle at both ends. I'm freaking burning it in the middle as well. And so, how's our fuel? We should be okay for fuel. I don't think we'll have an issue. And so I'm like, I just need to get to that week and then we can be fine. But like Tuesday, the state of I was in Tuesday, I was like, I think it's very likely that I'm just going to start my break now. Because that's the thing too. Not only was there all that, I'm like, I don't want to be social. Streaming is kind of super social. And also I am like, none of the games that I have been playing make me think of like, oh, it's gonna be fun, I'm gonna enjoy it. Like, nothing was sparking joy. Oh, there's no cars coming out, so I can just scooch past. And so yeah, we should be able to get in front of this guy. I mean, there's a hill, so could go terribly wrong, but hopefully we'll be okay. But yeah, so it took until like later in the day on Wednesday, even though for me to go, you know what, no, I'm not gonna stream. And so I posted in the Discord, I said, hey, like, I'm not gonna stream tonight. There is a chance I may stream Friday, but there's a good chance I'm just not going to, because, you know, I've been burnt out and the vibes are not immaculate, which I've realized is my new way of saying I'm struggling with my mental health. I just go, the vibes are not immaculate. And so then Thursday, I used to record on Thursday all the time, but now that we're so busy on Thursday with extracurrics and stuff, I just know. Oh yeah, and Tuesday I went to Ashrate's karate because I was there. I was just like so. Oh good, we weren't speeding. I was just so like anxious or like out of sorts. I don't know what it irritated. So I went with him to karate just to get away from the house. And I was hoping that would make things better. It didn't. And then like Wednesday, I don't remember Wednesday, to be honest. Oh God. And then Thursday we were obviously very, very busy. And then I normally don't record on Thursday because by the time that everything's said and done, Azure and I don't eat until like quite late on Thursday because he doesn't have time to eat between gymnastics and his karate, and so like we don't eat till later. So it's like, nah, we're not gonna do that. And then so I was like, okay, yesterday I'm like, if I'm not recording on Friday or if I'm not streaming on Friday, I will record, I will get ready, keep to my normal schedule, 7 o'clock, bam, we're gonna go live. Or not, we're gonna go live, we're gonna start recording. And so we picked the littles up from school, and then we decided to go to the mall to do some things, and then their mom called to pick them up, so they went with her. And then Azurite and I did a few things. We went to like Barnes and Nobles. I think we went to like a game store and another store, blah blah blah. And the whole time we were out, I was just like feeling, oh yeah, we went to like a Torrid so I could like try on bras, because I've been going to the gym and I've been losing weight. I've been losing weight from up here, and so now all my bras are extremely uncomfortable. I only wear sports bras because underwire is the worst. But I would like to get back into underwire bras, because yes, they are the worst, but then I like my straps on my sports bras are so thick I can't wear cute shirts, blah blah blah. Anyway, so we went to Torrid a few months ago. I was a little bit sick at the time, and I tried some bras on, and I just felt awful afterwards. I can't even fit my boobs in these bras, blah, blah, blah. That was the other side of things where, oh God, am I going to hit something coming around this corner? Where I had gained weight, and so my bras were uncomfortable in other ways. Freaking bodies, eh? Please let me get in here without, perfect. Oh, that was like just perfect timing. So anyway, so then I just felt crappy and awful because I had a bad experience there. I would have got someone to measure, so I knew exactly the size to be trying on, but there was only one person and she was really busy at the register. And by the time that we got to that point, Azurite's like, well, we can ask when it's a good time to come back. I'm like, no, I need to leave. So we do that, then we go around, and like I said, I was just feeling like gross and disgusting and bleh. And the whole time I was thinking, we were supposed to have steaks for dinner tonight. And because I'd mentioned when we were picking up the littles that, oh, we need to go put the steaks in the sink with water so that, oh God, you a cop? Nope. So that they'll defrost so we can use them. So I was thinking about that like the whole time we were out, and just going, wow, we're out really late. We don't have time for this. That's a cop, isn't it? Nope. No reason to hit it if it's not a cop. Because I don't want the ticket, okay, guys? I'm not, like, all evil like that. I only want the $900 ticket, not the, like, $2,000 ticket. So by the time we got home, I was grumpy. It was late. And, like, if we were gonna... Even if the steaks were defrosted, okay... I was going to do nugget potatoes with them, and nugget potatoes, I boil them, and then I cut them in half, and then I fry them so they get nice and golden crispy. So it's like an hour process of that alone. And so I was like, well, that's not going to work and stuff. So I just like came into the room, and I just laid down, and it just like time went on, and I didn't want to move. I didn't want to do anything. And Azurite's like, well, maybe you're just hungry. Let's go get food. So we went and got food. And then I got Wendy's. I got regular nuggets at Wendy's. And at the very bottom, they put in 2 spicy ones. Which, first off, what if I was allergic to something in those spices? And I specifically ordered the regular ones because I knew. And second... why put it at the very bottom? I used to have this issue with like my local Wendy's all the time, where you'd order nuggets and you'd be like, oh my God, yes, I got fresh nuggets. And like the top like 6 would be fresh, and then the bottom ones would be like dead. And you're like, why not just give me the dead ones at the top at least? So if you're gonna mix them, so then I can enjoy the really good ones at the end. So I started to like take the point where I just dump them all out. But anyways, so I was sad about the spicy nuggets, and then I ended up like spilling something on my shirt for like the second time in it. Oh my! We went to a McDonald's drive-thru because I was a little peckish. I wanted to drink after the littles got picked up. Pop spilled on me because the lid wasn't on properly, and there was like liquid under it. Then we go to Wendy's, same thing happens. And so like, you know when you're like having a bad day and then you're like, the universe really is out to get me? That's how I was feeling. So by the time that was all said and done, there was no chance that I was gonna record anything. I also cried for a bit, you know. So yesterday was a bust. And then today I was like, I'm gonna try to record today. Should I be doing other things like editing stuff? Because it's Saturday. Saturday's my editing day and my cleaning the house day and stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Although, like, in all fairness, I'm gonna have to be, like, kind of switching things up. Oh god, we're going way too fast for this. Because going forward now, we will have the littles every weekend. Last night, oh god, they spent the night, hey, we discovered whatever this place is. Pioche? Last night they stayed with their mom at their grandparents' house, but, like, I guess they don't really have, because their mom is staying with them while she's looking to get a place where she's moving to. And I guess it was like all three of them in one bed, and it was not a great experience. So we have Baby B back tonight, but Baby A wanted to stay another night. Although she's being really sassy. She was like, well, did the Easter Bunny bring me a basket or not? And she's like, I'm trying to decide if it's worth her coming home tonight to get an Easter basket tomorrow. Instead of, like, deciding based on if she's enjoying herself or not. So I think Azure and I are both salty, and we're like, so we did get them Easter baskets, but that should not, what someone can give to you should not dictate whether you want to spend time with them or not, you know? So anyways, we were both kind of like, girl, excuse me, because the second he said, well, oopsies, even if I got you something, I would want to keep it a secret. She just went, okay, bye. Don't want to talk to me anymore. And I will say she is normally not like this. It's just when she's not here that she gets a bit more like that. But anyway, so going forward, because of all that change, we will have the littles every weekend. So I'm probably going to have to, like, rearrange my life and, like, my plans and stuff. Because I used to, on Saturday, I would volunteer. And I would then go to the gym, come home, I cook dinner for me and Azurite, and then he would leave, and I'd probably, like, lay in the bed for, like, 15 minutes until, like, 6 o'clock, and then I would get up and I'd be like, okay, it's time to clean, do laundry, and, like, I would do laundry and stuff during the day and clean and all that kind of stuff, whereas I don't think I'll be able to just as hardcore focus on that going forward, but who knows, maybe. Let me take a look. Don't text and drive, kids. This week, next week, and then the week after, normal schedule / there's, like, a whole week where Azurite's gonna go from working 3 days to working 5 shifts that week, just because they're doing their transition. But then after that, it'll be nice because he doesn't go into work until 10:30. We're gonna have to figure out when he's gonna be able to sleep, because he goes in later, but he also gets off later. I'm going to be on littles pick up and drop off for school, drop off and pick off up for school, which, like, here's the thing, like, oh no, we missed it. I think that's probably also something, like, we've known about these changes for a while, you know, but I struggle with change. I really struggle with change. I can manage it if I have enough warning and time to prepare and stuff, but I still struggle with it. If I have no warning, Lord God, we're done. So I think that's probably, like, there's just been so much change and stuff lately, and so many big emotions, and mental work and emotional work that we've been doing that, like, you know, it's been a challenge, and I think it's kind of all of that. And then I'm sure there's, like, other things that have been stressing me out and stuff. But basically it comes down to, very little has been bringing me joy lately, which I hate, because, you know, who would want to not have joy? And so I haven't been able to go. Yep, fine, I'm going. I haven't been able to record because, I don't know, I've just been getting this anxiety. And the thing is, I was talking to Azurite about it. And I realized that in the past when there was, like, so many red cars. When I was struggling with my mental health struggles, I'm really good at masking. So I would go about my day. I go to school, university, whatever it was, blah, 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 go socialize. And then I would come home and I would fall apart. If I lived with roommates, I would take my allotted, like, 2 hours when no one was in the house, fall apart. And then by the time they got back, I'd pull myself together and mask again, and nobody would know. when I live by myself, again, oh my god, go home, blah, blah, blah. I no longer have that. It's very toxic, okay? I understand that it's not a healthy thing. Oh god, I'm hitting that one. 5%, ridiculous. Honestly, we're doing pretty good. We've got less than 4 hours left. I no longer have that luxury to mask, fall apart, pull myself back together, repeat. And so I think I've just been masking all the time. And therefore have had no relief. And so, oh god, we got that one again. Or 2. Oh wow, I just surprised I didn't get a ticket there. And so I think that's why I've been especially struggling, because like, here's the thing, it's like, even if I wasn't living, it was a cop. I decided to break. Ooh, we discovered another one. Eli, let's go. Streaming is at night, and by the time we get to night, I'm exhausted and I just don't want it anymore. So, but anyways, we surviving. We ain't thriving, but we surviving. Positives. We went to the gym 4 times this week, which is what I would like to be doing. I went Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and today, which is Saturday, so that's good. Body hurts, but that's a good thing. I got a multivitamin, a liquid one. I can't do pills. My anxiety over taking it, though, it's pretty big. So we haven't tried it yet. It smells like orange, like extremely pungent orange. I would like kind of just want to get orange juice and just take it in orange juice. But you know, we got that. So like, we're a step closer. We're working on our physical health, even while the mental health do be struggling. Because you know that serotonin, that dopamine, serotonin is from exercising, right? I think so. And we're just trying our best. Are we recording right now in this moment what I intended to record tonight? No. But am I at least recording something? Yes. I also think I've kind of shot myself in the foot. So in December, we had Frogmas on my channel. Yes, it's April now. Okay. I judge myself enough. You don't need to judge me for the next thing I'm going to say. I have physical prizes that I need to send out. I normally get them sent by the end of January at the latest. Unless like I'm waiting for an address or something. I send stuff to my mods as like a thank you for the year. I have decided that I'm not allowed to do any sewing crafts or embroidery or whatever, with like the small exception of like my purse projects for when we're like out at appointments or like at karate or gymnastics or whatever. I have decided that I'm not allowed to work on anything. Which, guess what was bringing me joy? Working on those things. So I really don't think that has helped. But I'm afraid to do things that bring me joy, because then all I want to do is do those things, which I think is a natural human thing. But I really need to get these. I have like 13 postcards that I need to fill out, and like 5 prizes to send, plus the mod packs. I know what the mods are getting. I made them a thing, and then a frog, a plushie, because I always send them a frog plushie, and stickers. And that's probably all it's going to be this year. Maybe like a little like zipper pouch each. I don't know. We'll see. But like, so like, I know what those are going to do, and all I need to do is write the cards. And I think those cards will be the easiest things to write, because I've known them for quite a while, you know? So I just need to, oh, I'm going to send them a 3D printed frog too, of course. I feel like that might be a speed trap. Oh god, a speed trap. And I think I am speeding. So like, I should really just focus on doing those. Step 1, right? Step 1. And stickers. I think I said stickers. Because at least that'll be part of it. Are we still? Yeah, we're still good for fuel. I don't quite know how, if it works the same with the new interface as it did before, but as long as I'm within like 2-ish hours when the gas light goes red, because of my fuel efficiency that I have, I'm usually pretty good. I think it was that. Wendover. That reminds me of Wendover Productions. I wonder if that's why it's named Wendover Productions. I wonder if Sam lived or lives there. Freaking love Half Is Interesting. Didn't watch a ton of Wendover, but Half Is Interesting, and then like Jetlag the Game, which I've probably talked about before. Fantastic YouTube channel. Check it out. But yeah, so I'm thinking this week, my goal this week coming up, so we're not streaming. My goal this week coming up is going to be to record every night. That way, even if I can only record one thing, at least I did something. Now, are we gonna get to the end of the week and just have like 40 American Truck Sims? Maybe. Hopefully not, but maybe. Oh good, it's raining. I sound kind of sarcastic, but I don't actually mind. So we will see if we can do that. And so that's part of the reason too, that when I was sitting here, and I've been sitting here for like almost an hour, and I had the game up and I had OBS up, and I went, oh my God, I can't do this. I cannot do this. So that was part of like the, and then I was like, what about American Truck Sim? Because when I play American Truck Sim, I just ramble and I talk. And so, like I said, we're here for therapy. Maybe I just need to talk some stuff out loud. Or like, you know, maybe this has helped nothing. Azure, it's like, do you want to like find someone to talk to? You know, he's like, you've had some really big life changes. You know, you're not working, you're volunteering, you're getting out of the house, but like there's a lot going on. Like, do you want to find someone to talk to? But I think I still like, I struggle with the stigma around asking for help, which I know is like unnecessary, especially in this day and age. But I definitely still struggle a bit. Oh my God, I'm going to hit you. I struggle a bit. I'm able to talk to Azurite about things, which I appreciate. But even so, like, even though I talk to him about stuff, like, I still have, like, 5 million, my God, 5 million other thoughts in my head that are going on. And all that kind of stuff. So, like, you know, it wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing to find someone to talk to. But I'm like, I think I talked about this recently. We're trying to get me a primary care provider, and so I went and I looked at all the ones that were available and accepting new patients, and I was like, within our network, it's so complicated. It's so complicated. I also haven't had a doctor in ages, so like I haven't navigated this in Canada either. But like I found one, and I was like, kind of like her because she's like she's got a DO. She's a doctor of osteopathy, which means that she's not just like a medicine doctor. Like, she focuses on the holistic and the stuff of like the whole body, which I think with like everything that's going on that I feel like is going on with my body right now, I don't think that's a bad idea. And so Azurite called. That's why I got married, so someone could make phone calls for me. It's not true, but I did say that if I ever got really rich, the first thing I was going to do was hire an assistant to make phone calls for me. But anyways, he called, and when they call, oh my God, I'm just gonna go. Is that a cop? No. Oh, my bad. Nobody knew the sign anyways. When he called, they said it was the first available appointment was January of 2027. And I'm kind of like, you're accepting new patients, but you can't even get a patient on your roster until like 8 months later. And like, I'm wondering if like eventually it's like, then you can just like book appointments, but maybe just because it's like an intake. I don't know. But anyways, so he said, hey, is there like a wish list, a wait list you can put us on just in case? And she said, yeah, absolutely. And she's like, oh, I had a call. She's like, I had to call someone to fill a cancellation in today. So like, that's promising. But I'm like, if we can't even get into a freaking, primary care provider, like what's the thoughts on like finding somebody else? Because like, that's the thing too. Like, I have gone and seen like counselors and stuff before, and when like I was in university and like therapists and stuff, and like if the vibes don't fit, I don't want to talk to them, you know. I I had a counselor that I went to see that I liked him well enough, but the free rooms, oh no, not free rooms, like you gotta pay for the rooms, but there's some available, but there's somebody else that they sent me to go see, and I hated him so much, and just never bothered to book an appointment. And then the doctor that I was seeing at the time, like at the student union, she was like, oh yeah, I thought you might not get along with him. And why? Then why? Anyways, ooh, good thing we're close, because we only have, oh my god, that's so pretty, we only have 3 hours of before we get tired left. Oh god, that's gorgeous. But yeah, and so like I just like I have like no faith that it will be easy to like even find somebody, never mind me just like, I don't know, when I get into like the states where I'm like really emotional and like struggling and stuff, my go-to default answer for like, hey, like what do you want to do, what can I do for you, blah 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 blah, I don't know. And I know it's frustrating, it's angry, it's aggravating to me, but I'm like, I don't know. Poor Azurite, he's like, do you want food? I don't know. You want to do this? I don't know. And I'm like, and I had to explain to him, I'm like, I truly, oh my god, we got to bypass a way station? Like, I truly don't know. When I'm in those states, I'm just like, all I want to do is lay face first in bed and do nothing else. So I've been spending a lot of time in bed for the last couple days, doing some doom scrolling, which is not great. We watched, Azurite played some Donkey Kong Bonanza yesterday because I bought the game. I feel like I've talked about it before. And I just haven't had a chance to play it yet. And after watching him play it, I'm like, I don't know if I want to play it. And I don't know if it's because of the way he was playing it, which was like all sorts of overstimulating for my poor little brain, or if it's just the game in general. But I'm like, yeah, I don't think I want to play the game. But he played it for like at least an hour, watched that, and then I really was craving cream of wheat. I don't know why. I just really, really wanted it. And he's like, well, what am I supposed to eat? I'm like, I don't know, bud. It's a you problem. Oh my god, is that person me driving? And then we watched some Grays, because as you might, I feel like I've talked about it. I'm just going to get here because I can't see for crap. We've been watching some Grey's Anatomy, a lot of Grey's Anatomy, lately. And, oh, it's the trailer? Ugh. Yes, I couldn't. Because I couldn't, get into that lane. We just... Are you kidding? I think they have made it a lot easier to get caught on things, because before I feel like I could have gotten through that without so much difficulty. Anyway, we just finished season 7. I'm so excited for Azurite to get to the end of season 8. If you know, you know. But it's so funny because he'll like ask me about like what's gonna happen, because he doesn't care about spoilers and stuff. There's some things I am keeping close to the chest, but there's other things. I definitely accidentally spoiled a later death by being like, well, good thing so and so dies later, and he goes, huh? I'm like, oops. He doesn't care though, which is nice. I care more than he does about spoilers and stuff, but the stuff that what happens at the end of season 8, I'm keeping it close to the chest. But oh my goodness, we just got through the musical episode the other night. I vaguely remember it being very cringy at the time. And I only had a recollection of someone singing as their like body is being like moved around and stuff. It is so much cringier than I remember. I was like, and we kept being like, who's gonna start singing next? But anyways, that was an experience. For sure. Sam, let's put on the blinker so then it's legal. I don't even check. I don't look left and right. I just assume that people will see that I'm bigger than them and they'll let me go. Looks like we're probably right here. This is probably gonna be a pain to try to park. Well, we might be able to do it. I feel like it's probably pretty unlikely, but you never know. We've surprised ourselves before. It's fine. What button do I need to press? Tab, enter. There we go. Hey, we got excellent. We discovered 2 new town cities, which was fantastic. Honestly, I'd say like a 10 out of 10 experience for us there. Anyways, subscribe. I assume that I will be back to streaming by the time you see this because it's a couple weeks out. So like, please, we got Loftia coming up. We're excited about that. So make sure you also go over to twitch.tv/KeeperCGC, where I never play ATS typically. Rarely, sporadically I do. With a lot of cozy games and good times and indie games and demos and stuff. I'll see you soon. Subscribe here too. Bell notifications. All that jazz. Okay, bye!